What's good, y'all? We posted up, man. I'm here for a couple reasons. One, to let people know that I'm good. Shout out to the people who did ask and reach out on my Discord, on my Instagram, on all my social medias. I do appreciate that. Secondly, I'm here to let y'all know uh, the fire is not too far. I'm still out of range and it's going in a different direction, kind of, but it's still making its way over my area. You guys can see that right there. So for the people who did say something about my video yesterday in the comments, like I'm not making fun of nothing, I'm not making light of anything. I'm doing basically what's happening. It's a lot of fires going on, and it's a lot of crazy deals too. But nonetheless, I'm not making light of no situation. I understand that this is a real thing, and you guys can see that I can see some of the Palisade fire out my window. So it's not like, I'm insensitive or whatever the case is. But the fire is moving around, man. This ain't no joke right here. This ain't no joke. Luckily there's no winds right now, but they're able to, they're able to kind of make some good airdrops. That's why you're seeing some white smoke right there. And there's a reservoir not too far. And I'm, like I said, I'm out of range. We're not even nowhere near evacuation yet, thank God. But you guys can see the fire is flaming, man. That stuff is actually doing its thing. Luckily, the winds is kind of low, and the area that's at, they're able to fly helicopters and such over there and, drop some water. Julian, what it do? Craig, what's going on with you, bro? How you doing? How you guys doing tonight? This is kind of a, just showing people what's going on. And want to say thank you to people who did reach out. And yeah, I'm zoomed in. And to let you guys know that, this is not a game. I'm not taking light of it just because of my title and thumbnail. It's like real things that everybody in LA is dealing with. And then also, something I noticed, I've seen there's a lot of videos on YouTube with people using the title and thumbnail as, the fire, surrounding the fire. And then you go to the content and they don't have anything but maybe a second or two in the video talking about the comment, talking about the fire, right? But I look in their comment section and they have bigger platforms than me on YouTube. And their comment section is just like, oh man, be safe, or pray for LA, this and that. But in my comment section, much smaller than these bigger YouTubers, you get people saying, oh, I was insensitive and people died. And I get it, but I'm just doing what content creators do. And I'm not being disrespectful at all. Like, I showed and talked about the fire. We dealing with the smoke all around me. So it was so weird to see that. My audience is much smaller, but I got a lot more negative comments than somebody who has hundreds of thousands of subscribers showing. There's one dude I saw, he had a video similar to mine where it was him in front of a home that was on fire. He was like, pray for LA. You go to the video, his whole 15-minute video is him in the studio session making new music. And at the very end of the video, he's like, yeah, man, you see them fires over there? It's crazy. We got to go kind of over there and see if we can find some people that we know. And that was it. But the comment section of his video was, oh my God, prayers, be safe, this and that, all this extra love. Doing worse than what, like, it's crazy. I'm gonna continue to do my thing. I'm not tripping off of that, but you guys see it is, I can see this out my window. And yes, I like I mentioned earlier, I am zoomed in. And them Samsung Galaxies can really zoom in. They have some of the best cameras on the thing, But yeah, opening my window, this is what I can see right now. You know what I mean? Steve, I appreciate that. You too. You too, bro. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to I'm not one to wait around. I have stuff already packed in my car. I'm nowhere near like we're cool, but I do have stuff together because I'm not trying to be one of the people rushing at the last minute to grab stuff from the house, you know? Yeah, yeah, it is understaffed. They're bringing people in from Mexico. They're bringing people in from Arizona, from what I heard, to do this. And luckily, where they're at right now, there is a reservoir close. I'm hoping, like right now, it's not supposed to come over like fully over that hill. There's like a lot of, I don't know if you guys can see the lights. You guys can see the lights below the fire line. Those are like all fire trucks and stuff over there wetting down that other side of the hill so it don't cross over. Right now, the way they're just saying is going more northwest, which is away from me. Um, you know, so that's a blessing. But of course, unfortunate for anybody over there, and my prayers and thoughts are over there with them. You know what I mean? This is not a joking matter at all. You know what I mean? Um, and as I'm chilling, trying to be distracted, uh, and I'm starting to scroll, I see people doing the same. They're live, and I'm like, well, let me go live and talk about my video, and then also let people see that it is like not like I'm not in the area and all of that noise. I'm in North Hollywood. So we good right now, man. But it's just been very interesting these last couple of days. The smoke and everything outside. Wearing the little mask, bringing it back to COVID days, low key. Stores have been, it depends on the area you go to, but the stores haven't been too crazy yet. I've already filled up the gas tank. I'm ready if I have to. I'm prepared if I have to, but I think we're good. I think the direction of the fire, I think we're safe. I think, I think. We don't know, but I think that's what it's looking like. Yeah, so hopefully that's the case. There's a lot of things going on about how these fires are acting, going, starting, and all that stuff too. I don't really want to say here. Maybe I'll say that on my live channel and don't care what happens, or on my Twitch that I'm doing more. Because there are some things going on out here, man. There's a lot of things I've heard from people I know personally. There's videos out there where you see people out there throwing gas cans in certain places trying to spark stuff to happen. So they're calling this a natural disaster. I'm gonna leave it right there. Mr. No Fly Zone, how you doing, bro? I appreciate that. Stick with the kicks. What's going on, man? Yeah, man. LA, man, it's crazy. The whole 2024. I was contemplating, relocating somewhere. You know what I mean? Just because been over this area for a long time. But it's hard to say where I would want to move to, what state. And then also, like, I need to be able to do my job in them states. I don't want to go to Texas. A lot of people going to Texas. Vegas is still too close to LA. But, Vegas is not bad. It's just interesting how it really is. The sneaker scene ain't the same in some of these places, but sneakers is going crazy right now anyway. 2025 is supposed to be a year of a lot of good things dropping. But I'm chilling, man. Black Cats and all that stuff, and the Kobe that came out. I didn't go after anything today because I just had to focus and do some other stuff. I don't know. I might not make some rounds, but if my girl got to go to work, then I'll probably be at a mall to, get some content there and wait for her to get off work. I won't be like dropping her off and traveling because we just don't know what's going to happen. So I don't want to go away from her too far, then have to try to go through all the traffic to get her and then come on back and get our stuff and go. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm not really pressed for the new content or the shoes. I got a lot of content to still edit and put out, which I'll probably get to it and put out the video tomorrow. Let's see what the reaction will be after my last video, But you guys can see this is a real deal Holyfield. Like, ain't no cap in my rap. It's not like it's something that's not affecting us. But of course, we gotta be strong and be faithful and prayed up and just move with caution. And that's it. That's it, man. I just really wanted to come here and say what's up to people. Haven't been live on this channel in a minute. It's just crazy. I'm praying to keep, obviously, hopefully we're able to keep our stuff and be cool because I've been getting to it in other places and I've been trying to set up stuff to make this channel better, as far as like for one, the content and how I bring it, and then two, for like my live streams and everything. I done got like a desk, a new laptop, a mic set up and everything, so I can really make this stuff happen, which makes me think maybe I should just pack that in the car in case. At least if I had that, I could get it cracking wherever I'm at, to be honest with you. Yeah, that's the one thing about being mobile is things of that nature. Yeah, this stuff is crazy though, man. It really is. Seeing how much has definitely been burned already, that's just wild. And the fact that they have been seeing people trying to start fires too, that's the part that's unfortunate. Why would somebody try to do that? Why would somebody do that during this time? Like, you really trying to make everybody messed up? People are out here doing strategies where they're going to set fires, so that way that people can get evacuated, and then they go in there and loot the homes before they get burned down. Or if they stand up, survive, they go through and loot them. This thing is bringing out the worst in people, but also the best in people too. Looks like out of a movie, man. And then when you see the widespread angles of when they show you the wide view of everything that burnt down already, that looks crazy how much has burned down. Like, what? But then you see things, I see why they're trying to get rid of that number, that watch app, that TikTok. I know why they're getting rid of it, man. They're sharing too much information. They are sharing too much info. It's more, because if we haven't, I can't even go too deep, but if we had the data breach, which we did not too long ago in 2024, they said everybody's information was hacked into. So if that's already happening, then what does the app have to do with it if everybody's information is already out there anyway? Please explain that to me, for one. There's just too much information being, shared and displayed on that app to help people with different situations. I'm being dead honest. And in 2028, we got something coming on out here in California, right? The Olympics is out here in California, 2028. And they're actually doing promotions about a smart city in 2028 to be ready in time for the Olympics. And the smart city is supposed to happen where fires is happening. That's all it is I can really say. But that's crazy. Oh, that looks crazy right there. Dang. Is that like another fire breaking out right there? Or what's making that thing spark up? Y'all saw that, right? And I haven't really seen, maybe it's the camera quality, but I haven't seen, okay, that's like, okay, smoke right there. They must have did a drop. I don't see the helicopters dropping, but they are. They definitely are doing airdrops. I see one helicopter right there too, so, okay. Elevated, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, yeah. Oh no, absolutely. And then they talking about people buying up the land already, or buy suitors there to try and buy up the land. For homeowners in that area to hear that has to be frustrating too. That has to be wow. Not only are you devastated from losing everything, but not only that, now you're hearing people talking about investors putting up money. It's crazy how this stuff is happening, bro. It's crazy how they're talking about people already ready to try to buy the land. Like, what? These people ain't even got out. They ain't even went back to check their homes yet. Y'all talking about people putting money up to try to. It's like, man, that's wild, bro. And they're saying that, like, a lot of the people in those areas who are affected, obviously the ones who do have money to relocate, a lot of them are going to start relocating to the valley, which is crazy. That's where I'm at. Like, y'all gonna come out to the valley now? I thought LA and all that was not to the valley. Stay out there. Go to the other areas. McNasty, what it do? I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. And we're definitely trying to stay safe and healthy, doing the right things, being careful. I am zoomed in on my phone, so I'm not as close as it might seem from the picture, but I'm able to see this from my window, which wasn't the case before. Like last night and the night before last, you would see like a little smoke, but I'm like, I didn't even see it being over here, but we could just see a little smoke coming over the hill, but we could see it obviously because smoke rises, and the fire was big enough for us to see the smoke. But now it's actually coming up on that like hill right there, where at the point where it's at right now is like a lot of vegetation, trees and land. There's not too many homes right there, but when it comes on this side where you guys might be able to see them lights sparkling, that's where the homes and stuff are, and that's where a lot of the firemen are on that side to fight it, and hopefully they're wetting it from the ground to avoid it coming over the mountain, but it's still not over the 405 freeway yet. But I think that area might be either, they at one point it was a voluntary evacuation for them, but I think it got bumped up to an evacuation. I don't know if it was I don't know if it was mandatory though. But I'm imagining as it's getting later, it probably might be, you know. But this is just something that's unfortunate, man. Hopefully. Okay. So now, see, to the left side, it was getting more flameful, but now it's like more smoky. So maybe they're doing drops there. Just gotta get to them drops on the right side of the screen. Get that looking a little bit more doused too. Like I said, there's a reservoir over there. They have a couple helicopters. I think a couple of helicopters. Maybe 2 or 3 helicopters over there making them drops. That is an intense situation, bro. To be the people over there as the firefighters, going through the smoke, flying your helicopter through the smoke, and then land and drop the water perfectly. Shout out to them, bro. Shout out to all the first responders. That's probably going to be a police car. There's a lot of tactics that's happening that I don't want to speak on, but there's just a lot of weird activity going on, too, when it comes to these people. Now, I don't know what's happening. I don't have a citizen app. But yeah, sometimes, like you see the cop, you heard the cop car. They went from left to right. Now, if I'm live long enough, which I probably won't be, in like 15, 20 minutes, you're gonna see another cop car going from left to right. Like, wait a minute, where's the emergency at that y'all going to it? They just want people to hear the damn alarm so people can be on notice and stuff. Like, you know what I mean? That's what it feel like. But I'm you gotta be careful, man. This stuff is crazy though, man. For real. It's hard to talk about sneakers because my mind hasn't even really been there these last few days. Like it really hasn't been. Even though I did go get some content like 2 days ago, but I had business there. Like I had to take my girl to get something done for herself. So in the meantime, I just drove over to the stores and grabbed some content, while the fires were going on. But of course, not being insensitive, but you got to still continue to live your life. Who knows how this long will go, if it'll be done. And then if you haven't been preparing, or not preparing, but if you haven't been still doing your job, then you're kind of behind the 8 ball, especially when it comes to the content world. Until, this is looking crazy now. Keep in mind, I am super zoomed in, and because I have one of the best phones ever, Samsung's, their cameras are way better than any iPhone could ever be. The zoom on this thing is crazy, so it looks like I'm like right there. But it's still much further away, and we don't have no notice of no type of evacuations. It's going on a path that's like low-key away from us, based on how the winds are blowing, which there's no wind right now, but the direction of the wind that was blowing. And then, where it's at, there's like a reservoir over there, so they're doing airdrops to protect that side. So it still hasn't passed the 405. And then the part that is on burning is like the hills and a lot of vegetation. Is where no homes are at currently. And the lights that you see below the flames is like where the streets are. You see fire trucks there, so they are there to try to protect that hillside, because if it comes over that hill, then there are homes and cities right there, but that's still much further away from us than it might look. It's just the benefits of where I live and the angle that I have where I'm able to see it. I don't know if that's even the right thing to say, but yeah, you get to see the mountaintops and the hills. So when we wake up in the morning and stuff, it'd be looking, when it's clear on normal days, it's just like, wow, those homes look nice. That's a cool little view from a distance. But right now, it's just a crazy little view because it's just the hilltop, on fire. It actually has reached Topanga. It's reached like the top of Topanga. Not so much the city part of Topanga, but more of the homes up in the hills. So obviously, a lot of the hills and stuff like that is where everything's being burnt up. Hasn't fortunately, well, I don't say that because Palisades, the actual like city and ground part of it, got burnt up along with the hillside. But over here in the valley, it's kind of a little different. Head Buster, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Roger, I appreciate that. Yeah, we're definitely been wearing the mask because the air quality is crazy, but it's so weird, man. Like certain areas, when we was downtown like yesterday or day before yesterday, the air quality, you can smell the smoke. So we were wearing the mask. Earlier today, we had to go out to Beverly Hills. We had some business to take care of out there in Beverly Hills. If you guys, I was live on TikTok. I wasn't live on YouTube. But I was live just walking around because she had some business to take care of and I didn't want to sit in the car. So I'm walking down Rodale Drive. And for one, a lot of the stores were closed and they said they were going to open up on Saturday. And I imagine, a lot of their clients are probably dealing with the Palisade fire. That's the rich and rich. So a lot of their stores was closed. All of the Neiman Marcus's the Balenciagas and Gucci's and all that stuff was closed. But there were people out there trying to still go shop. There were people walking up to a bunch of stores like, oh, y'all closed? Y'all closed? There's people. That's the part that I was saying, man, about this stuff that's so weird. When things happen, tragedy happens, the next hour, the next day, the next week continues to happen. I learned that in 2016 when my mom passed. The next hour happened, I got calls like people didn't know, they were calling me like regular stuff. What was going on with you? Because everybody else's life goes on when they're not dealing with the tragedy that you're doing. And that was a harsh reality that I had to deal with and realize that you're affected by it, but the next person and the next person don't know. They still living their life like regular. And then you talk to them and you tell them, oh, sorry for you for your second, and they back to their life. That's just how I go. And seeing that today when I was out there at Rodale Drive, seeing how there's still rich people out there at the restaurants, out there trying to go shop and buy stuff when there's fires and things happening. People still living like nothing's going on. That's the harsh reality. Like, that is exactly what it is until you know that. Like that is exactly what it is. The next hour, the next day, the next party, the next event, the next holiday, that stuff don't stop. It just continues to go and you got to either adjust. This is the thing for me. I'm going to be honest with y'all. It happened to me in 2016 and because I didn't know it was my first time going through it, I stayed stuck for like 5 years on that 2016 activity while the world is still going on. So like you might think, oh, you're in your zone trying to this and that, but the world is still going on like normal. So me taking my 5 years low key being stuck mentally and everything, it like messed up because everything around me is evolving and doing more, and I'm over here still in my twilight zone. But that's what happens in the world. Like that's just how it goes. So as these people are losing their house in Palisades, you got more rich people still coming to Rodale, taking pictures in front of the Louis store and doing all their normal activities. Like people ain't just losing their lives and homes right now. It's crazy how that is. So I said that to say, like, I went there, see people still living their lives, doing their thing, and I noticed in that area, the air quality was just great. It was like, wow, I could breathe in. I don't smell the smoke. You look up at the sky, it was clear skies with the sun just beaming down. You would think you're in a whole different city, but it was Beverly Hills, which is not far from Palisades, Santa Monica, and all that stuff. Like, it was just crazy how the air quality was so much different there than a few miles over to the left or to the right. Yeah, Juan, I am zoomed in on my camera, on my Samsung. Let me see if I got it. See? Yeah, man, Samsung phone. Better zoom in than any other phone out there. I'm trying to tell y'all. I could even go in more. What? Oh, actually I can't. Oh yeah, I can't. No, I can't. Yeah, I could, but then I'm back out a little bit. So yeah, I'm not right up on it. But I'm on it. And it's a way. It's a way. I'm definitely not gonna be one person trying to wait to the end and all that stuff. I'm also not trying to do this to sensationalize the situation. Like I said, I am a content creator, and people have reached out to me on these different platforms too, just making sure I'm good, and I appreciate that. For the people who hit me up on Discord, people who hit me up on Instagram and Twitter. A lot more people hit me up from out of the state than in the state. I'm gonna be honest about that, but it's cool. I ain't even tripping. I'm not even worried about that. I just thought that was funny. Like, damn, Boosie was right about that. What Boosie said about in your city compared to somewhere else. That's very true. Very true. Besides family, and okay, Cool Kicks hollered at me too. Shout out to him. And I did get a lot of people, like I said, on the Discord and everything, but a lot of them are not in the States. I'm not in California. So that was just a little thing there too. But at the end of the day, we're all gonna be good. We're all gonna continue to grind. Keith, we're definitely gonna continue to be good and be precautionary and all that stuff. You know, see this left side, it seemed like they took care of some stuff over there because it was flaming up a little more. We still see some flames, or we still see some orange there, but this left side was looking a lot more like that right side a second ago. So I think they might be doing another airdrop with that helicopter that you see that little light going over there, and they're protecting it. It seems I can't say so much, but it looks crazy on how they doing it too, bro. Yeah, they're taking care of some stuff, but it seems like these things are going in directions that they want them to. I don't know, but it is at 37% contained. It's not like it's not at zero containment, because it was at zero containment for like a day and a half, maybe 2 days. It was at zero containment. Now they say 37%. Yeah, but how's it still spreading with 37%? But maybe that's just how fires go, because I'm not a firefighter. I don't know. Um, you know, but like I said, man, big shout out to the firefighters, because they're the ones saving everything right now. They're ones in the line of fire, literally. I always wanted to ask firefighters, and I'm gonna start doing that too next time I see some. Because when I go to some of the grocery stores I go to in the valley, they're by some of the firehouses. I sometimes see firemen going to get their groceries. And I always wanted to ask the firefighters in real life, like, how do y'all feel about the firefighter shows? Because some people don't like people imitating their stuff when it's real life stuff, like a firefighter or even a police officer. You know, it'd be like that. So I'm like, does that watching those shows, does that make you proud of what you do in a sense? I don't know if I'm gonna ask it like that, but like, how do you? I just gonna ask how you feel about that. Like, are you for them type of shows? Do you like them because they putting the insight on what you guys go through, or do you think they sensationalize it? Do you think, like, I want to know what firefighters really think about the 911s and all them type of shows? I just want to know. Like, is it accurate how they depict y'all? Not that they depict them in a bad way, but I'm just saying, like, people don't like their stuff being played with, and I totally get that. you know? I totally get that. So, yeah, it does seem like some stuff going on. I'm still keeping the level headed and being cool. I'm trying to make sure everybody around me is calm. I got a lot of people who it is what it is. Everybody gonna be worried, because if you watch TV and if you watch the news, their job is to keep you on your toes, on edge. It's unfortunate that it's like that, but it's like that. You know what I mean? Like the song, it's like that. That's what they do. The whole fear is crazy. Fear mongering or whatever they say. That stuff is wild. It is. It's unfortunate that it's like that, bro. It's like, why this? They sent out a whole bunch of alarms yesterday. I'm sure you guys might have heard. They sent out a bunch of those evacuation alarms by mistake, and you cannot do that. You sending it out to millions of people by mistake. And when people be on edge, got high blood pressure, got all kinds of things going on, you talking about warning, evacuation warning, be prepared to leave, get the cat, the dog, and all this stuff. And then 10 minutes later, 15 minutes later, oh man, we were just kidding, my bad, that was a mistake. You can't do that. You cannot do that, bro. So then it's like you get a bunch of them, and then now you have people disregarding them because they thinking that they could be just a mistake because they said they put out a couple mistakes. So now you got people not trusting the alarms when sometimes they might have to. So that's crazy right there. So that's why you have to use your own discernment. You have to, of course, pray, but you have to obviously use what you see in your eyes. Okay, this is like it's coming this way. Yeah, we need to get out of here. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just that's the one thing about the news that you try to get. It's gonna also be something that kind of make you nervous. So make sure you guys understand that too. Don't take everything with a grain of salt, but at the same time, do that and just pay attention. Just pay attention to the situation, and that's exactly what I'm doing now. I see like it seems like they're making progress over here on this side. I don't know. It seems like it though. It seems like the light is slightly dimming on that right side that we focused on. The left side seems like it's I just I want to see that orange gone though. That orange just got to be gone. Period. This stuff is it's so many things. It's astonishing. It's interesting. It can be demoralizing for some. A lot of ings going on, a lot of INGs. Some people out there trying to be capitalizing off this, which is wild too. But the fact that there's so many fires going on right now, that's the part that's weird, One, I appreciate that. Definitely will be. Luthi, what's going on? Pig C, what's good? Thanks, man. I appreciate you sliding through here and you doing your thing out there still out in the wild. I'm getting back into the stores a little bit too. I got some content that I will be dropping for that type of content. The retail arbitrage stuff. It's just crazy. It's so many things going on. Like next week is the whole 79-cent, 49-cent day at Ross. I think they're doing it again. It's just a lot going on. But the stores, the regular retail stores are doing well, like having a lot of markdowns too. Crazy. I got some content that I'm going to drop to show you guys how crazy some of these sales have been. Willie, I would definitely be careful. I appreciate that. Brandon, what's going on? Yeah, this is in LA. I appreciate that. How to say that? How many miles? Wow, you know what? You say miles, that's kind of scary. Because I think about that. Damn. If I think about it like that, but the weather and the wind and the way it's set up, I feel good. But I'm less than. I just say I'm less than 20 miles away. I think from here to that. Oh shoot! I shouldn't have said that. Yeah, that sounds a little different, but it's not coming my direction, like in a sense, even though it looked like it is. But it's not like. Oh no. Yeah, go to JD Sports and go to Shoe Palace if you're trying to get some stuff from stores and get the boxes and stuff like that, Yes, indeed. Prayers up for LA, you know what I mean? Yeah, so the mileage might sound a little wild, but the direction of where it's at and the target and the way it's moving, we're good. As of now, we kind of get like not a front row seat, but a close seat to what's happening. The way it's going and moving, it's not going to come this way if the Lord bless from what it's saying, what they're showing us. But I'm no fool. Like, if it starts to look too crazy, if I see it come on this side where I'm seeing the flames right there, then we're gonna yeah, we're gonna take a little step out. You know what I mean? I already got the car fully gassed, without playing no games. Like, here's it is, like not being worried, still keeping a calm demeanor about it, but you also gotta be. Yeah, I will. Also gotta be, mindful. I gotta be cautious. So I have packed up stuff in the car so that way if I did have to leave quickly, the majority of what I would ever want to bring is already there in the car. Extra water, boom, 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 different things, So being prepared. But I think I'm feeling, it seems that all is looking cool. Plus, that's vegetation. A lot of that is trees and stuff. It's not a lot of homes right there. Not that I mean, there's homes on the side of the hill that you guys are looking at, but where it's at is currently not homes yet. So it's gonna burn through the bushes and trees. They're trying to save those structures and those homes. And then even if it happened to come over to 405, because we're in a more, I don't know if I want to say dense, because dense might not be the best, but what I mean is like there's a lot. I mean, that just happened over there, so it's not like that can happen again. I'm just saying it's a lot more street buildings and things in the way to where, you know, it couldn't get here just yet. Eric, what's good? Luckily, I mean, I'm zoomed in on the camera, so I might look a little closer than I actually am. I'm just able to kind of see the hillside. I've always been able to see that hillside for a minute. I say that's like 15. I'm not going. I think that's like 15 to 20 miles, maybe like 20 to 25 miles where it's actually burning. I was saying less than 20 miles of where I'm assuming it's at, but where I'm assuming or where I say it's at, it's not there yet. I'm thinking of it as if the fire is already at Sepulveda and Ventura, but it's not. It's miles past that, but I can see the hills, so it feels like I'm right on that. So I probably, you know, yeah. I don't know. I don't think that. Yeah. Yeah, but we are zoomed in. Let me show y'all once again. You see how far away like it is in reality, but when I zoom in, it's just like, oh man, it's just that great camera, you know, that great camera work. So for all you know, what's funny, man. I be hearing, you know, this is a little side note to talk about other things, but the little iPhone and Samsung, how people from iPhone be talking about the Samsung phones, but y'all can't record and pause while y'all recording. Y'all can't record a video and then turn the light on and off while you're recording. Y'all can't zoom nowhere near like my phone can. But people think iPhones is the best. I'm sorry. I'm super sorry. What? Maybe if you're not a content creator, then that don't matter if you don't use your phone, if you don't use your camera. You know what I'm saying? Maybe for me, I'm saying it like for what I do, Samsung is the best way to go. This is not a commercial, not an ad, not nothing. Just from experience. The camera zoom is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Albert, I appreciate that. Shout out to you in the Philippines, man. Definitely would love to visit that at some point. From UCLA, huh? Yeah, because I mean I think that area is I think that is yeah, that whole area, that Westwood area is all by that Palace Ace and stuff like that for sure. So even if it's not fire, that smoke is just ridiculous. But maybe it's fire, like you said. I mean, I'm just going off what you're saying, but I do know for a fact that smoke is crazy over there by UCLA because that's right behind Palisades. A lot of the richer kids, um, when they went to UCLA, they lived in Palisades. Like that's low key like the city. I mean, some people lived in Westwood, but a lot of people moved and lived in Santa Monica, Palisades area who go to UCLA. So that makes totally sense. Oh, the S25 Coleman. Okay. I'm gonna be cool with the five. I mean, yeah, I think I'll probably be cool with the 25. I'll probably more so deal with the like 26. You know, like the 26. I'm just looking around, see what I'm seeing. Everybody in my area is seeming cool. I don't see a lot of people looking panicky at all. Hopefully they're able to contain that flame. It looks still bright on the camera, the one that's to the bottom right. But in person, it looks like it's dim from what it was, you know? So it seems like there is some progress there. Big shout out to the Netherlands, too. That's a beautiful place. Maybe at some point, YouTube can be right and people can support the channel by watching. That's all you got to do is just watch and hit the like button. I'm going to try to do things in here to make it so you guys watch them all the way through. 30-minute videos plus is what I will be dropping in 2025, unless there's some specific things that happen to make the video shorter. But I'm going for longer content, give you guys an opportunity to watch the videos. You can always watch and come back to watch them if you don't want to watch the whole thing. I'll try to continue to show, new shoes, new colorways, discounts on shoes, where to find shoes. We'll add other things and other elements in here too because I know people have been asking about it. Cool School, we actually been talking through text, but I think he's good. I don't know if he's in that area, to be honest with you. God of the universe, hey, what's good? Yeah, man, this stuff is a little wild, bro. You know, I definitely want to come live for a little bit to talk to y'all and just, see how everybody's been. Also kind of have my own back based on the last video that I dropped. Never being insensitive, but just like, go to YouTube right now after this live stream, bro. And honestly, type in LA fires and see how many people are, I wasn't over sensationalizing it, but some people really are. You know what I'm saying? So the comments gonna be the comments, and sometimes you gotta, do what you gotta do, and whatever. So I'm not gonna change my thumbnail. I don't think. I'm still gonna hold it where I'm at, and then just continue to move forward. But I just thought that was so funny how me with a smaller channel make a video or a thumbnail title like that, but I see videos on YouTube doing far worse. And ain't nobody saying nothing to them. All their comments is pray for LA and be safe and be safe. Nobody talking about, oh, this is too soon, or change that thumbnail, or you shouldn't say that. I didn't see nobody get them comments with bigger platforms, so more people are watching it, so you have more opportunity for trolls. I'm like, how they not getting trolled, but I got people trolling me. But I guess that's what it goes. And at the end of the day, like I said, I'm leaving the YouTube voice in 2025, 2024. What's the YouTube voice? Just a different tone, man. Actually gonna stay safe for sure, man. I appreciate that. Thank you guys very much, man. This stuff is a little different, It seems like now on the camera, it seems like the light is getting a little dim on that side. I don't know. Thing is, for me, like, it does look good, feel good. You guys can see that cloud, or maybe you can kind of see the cloud above it. Me looking at the wide angle, I see the cloud of like white smoke and stuff. So tomorrow morning, like the way that the smoke is moving, oh wow, okay. The smoke is moving more to the south. So I imagine the area that I was at today, I imagine that Beverly Hills area and parts of LA is gonna have a lot of bad air quality tomorrow. Cause the way that the smoke is going now is at the top is like, yeah, it's so LA, the quality out here was not the best today, but tomorrow on that side over there and the LA part, I think it's gonna be crazy. Hopefully I'm over here feeling like they're gonna be able to get this thing out tonight, but I don't think that's gonna happen. They're saying that it's possible, but I think next week, Monday, Tuesday, or something like that, there's gonna be some more gusts of wind. So I just hope that they're able to get this away, so when the winds pick up. But the thing that's so irritating is the fact that there are people out there manually starting stuff too. There's been people documenting that. There's been a lot of videos on other platforms showing people seeing people throw things to try to start things, That's the part that's unsettling, because it's just like, if they're able to take care of it as who they're supposed to, the firefighters take care of it, but then people making more fires, but that's not fair. Like, stop that. And I wish people could take things into their own hands and but I can't say that and can't promote that. I'm not, but I'm just like, I wish, some street justice needs to start happening in a sense, man. Like, y'all see something like that, man? I swear, dude, that right there is what's frustrating. So if I was driving down the street and I seen somebody on the side of the freeway trying to throw some gas somewhere, I don't know, man. That right there is foul. That's foul, bro. Absolutely, Elevated. You're right about that, 1,000%. And I appreciate that. and I'm not worried about it. You know what I mean? I just felt like I had to address it just because it was annoying. But you know, me and my girl had a conversation about that. She's like, are you gonna change it or you not care? Like, what are you gonna do? Like, you know, seeing where my mind was at with it, and I'm honestly like, you know, a part of me was like, yeah, but then I'm like, no, man. Like, I seen millions of other people doing it. I'm doing my thing. I'm trying to get eyes on my videos. I'm trying to make my YouTube thing go better than it's been before. Sometimes you gotta get a little, you know, whatever. But it is what it is, bro. I've seen people do 10 times worse and get rewarded for it. So it's like, man, whatever. I appreciate that. And after my track record on this platform, bro, I ain't got nothing like I ain't crazy. I'm not a evil, disheartening person at all. Like, you know, so I don't care. And LA is on fire with crazy deals right now. That's a fact. If you go to these stores, watch my next few videos. Also, I have giveaways that I'm starting in the videos now. You guys gotta watch them though. The white guys gotta watch the videos to understand what the giveaways will be. But my goal is to do a giveaway every video for this year. Like I have a lot of good things to give away, so I'm gonna do that. And it's starting in I think my next upload. If it's not, I'll make it in the next upload. But yeah, I'm gonna start doing giveaways of really good things that people might be interested in for this year. I'm trying to do things to just elevate the content and draw in more people to watch. All it takes is a like. All it takes is a view of like at least 5 to 6 minutes of my videos. If I try to make them interesting, you know. I know I need to do more to make it better. I'm just gonna hold that and be accountable and just say I need to do better or do more to make it better. Even though I feel like it's good based on what I see happening in the playing field for the YouTube genre that I'm in, which is sneakers. I see what I'm doing to be like, you know, with the status quo of what the people who have a lot more subscribers than me. Now, there is a little more editing things I can kind of do to kind of maybe entice it, which I will be doing. But like I'm not putting out like bad content and trash content. So it's like that part does get a little annoying. It does. It really does. So it's like, you know, but you gotta continue to truck. You gotta continue to keep pushing. You know, like I said, when you go to other platforms and you get rewarded way more than you do on something on this platform that I've been doing a lot longer, it's just crazy. The way TikTok has been, man. Okay, now I see a family that looks like they're leaving. I don't know if they get into the car and they were visiting. It looks like a family who might have been visiting. They don't look like they got their furniture. I mean, not their furniture, but it don't look like they got bags and suitcases. It looks like they got like a bag for food. They just walking fast. You know? I'm like, what the heck y'all walking so fast for down the street? Yep, absolutely. And the thing is, like, that might be a video that actually gets clicks later because whether people are hating in the comments or if people click on it just to see what it's about and then go to the comments and talk trash. It's so funny, like that video has comments that have a lot of likes on the comments, and that's what I be asking people to do all the time. Go to the comments, read the comments. If you like it, hit the like button. When I ask for it on regular videos, people don't really do it. But on a video like this, people say something like. It's crazy. So I'm understanding what the platform is like. It's more, it wants to be more on this. You know, the watch app that's going away on the 20th is more, to be honest, it's more inviting. It's more encouraging. You know, that platform, you can see a lot of people of all walks of life be successful. People are handicapped, people who are well 100% healthy, people who are just looking completely different. It's crazy how these other apps encourage and people help. They like, they talk, they like. It's crazy how the engagement is so much more on the other platforms doing the same exact thing. And over here, it's like everybody wants to be like, I ain't gonna hit the like. I ain't gonna. I don't know what it's crazy though. It's so crazy because I'm doing the same thing somewhere else, and it's just the turnaround is night and day. Like this is like the first time I actually feel like, you know, like they say, pay like you weigh. It feels like, you know, I feel like I can say I'm a social media person because I'm able to do things because of my social media stuff. It's crazy. But it wouldn't have been that way if I just stayed here. So I said, words are wise. Don't ever just limit yourself to one thing. Definitely stretch out and try other things too while you're doing what you're doing. Ja Cool Kids. It reminds me of what Nike did with the Kyries. Yeah, I seen that for the first time like yesterday. I see that they're trying to do a little more with the jobs. And I said this before, man, with the job 1 and job 2, like, it's gonna be about the colorways and themes and stuff like that. See, that whole side is kind of like, see, that's dumbing down over there. So they kind of got that a little bit under control. What it looks like, it's more so still this area here, right here, that's still kind of there. But on the camera, it looks a little bit more intense. That fireball you see, like probably directly in the middle of the screen. But when I look at it with my eyes, it's nowhere near as threatening as it was looking earlier. So that's a great thing. But oh no, them jobs are looking interesting because there's a few colorways out there that's of the jobs that are like really, I could say, exciting and colorful. They're taking some of them. It's so weird that it's a blessing to be older. It's a blessing to pay attention to things and see stuff because you're able to know this knowledge. To be like, yeah, that's what Kyrie did so many odd years ago, and they're doing it here. Now, there's a lot of people who probably are just getting into sneakers now that didn't really know about the Kyries. They thinking that Josh coming with something new, but no, Nike's just recycling their stuff and putting it somewhere else. And I don't blame them because they need to save Josh's line. He's a popular player, but the shoes ain't hit. They ain't really hitting like they should, unless it's a theme or some controversy with them. And it's the colorways that's gonna bring the shoe out. So they have to go to the drawing board and do what Kyrie did, because he was the only one getting creative and getting jiggy with it when it comes to the creativeness of shoes. When it came to the Nike basketball shoes, I'm sorry. Kyrie and Ben, I don't want to just give it to Kyrie, but Ben, the guy who created with Kyrie, they did some amazing stuff that all these other people are going to start to follow. Booker's even starting to step more into some of the wilder colorways, which I get. Y'all need to do something. Embers are in the air, man. Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah, that Dick's Sporting Goods warehouse is definitely crazy. Really good deals in there, really good markdowns in there, a lot of good things out there, and a lot of good sizing too. I don't know if Pick C's still in here, but you might want to check out the Dick's Sporting Goods outlet if you are around that area. It's kind of further out from where I'm at, but I'm not sure where you're located. Yeah, they said the National Guard is out here. They did bring the National Guard out here, more so to relieve the firemen and police in some of them areas that were being looted and stuff like that. So they put the National Guard out there to protect against that, So now, it's funny because if you just come to my video right now, you'd be like, "What the hell is he showing talking about the fire?" It looked like there's nothing right there, right? You know what I mean? It looked like I'm just like over here trying to stretch it, but no, y'all was here, y'all saw. It was much more than this earlier. And I could have probably did this somewhere else and made money off of it. But it's not about that. I wanted to see what's up with my people on YouTube because I haven't done live streaming in a long time. Yep. Placing pose. I did too, man. I slept on some of them collabs too. I didn't know what I was. The Krispy Kreme, I wasn't on that because I don't know. It was a dope looking shoe after the fact, but I wasn't a super big fan of the Kyrie 2. I don't know why. I don't know something about the Kyrie 2. Oh, you know what I think what happened? The year of the Kyrie 2, that's when they went to the championship against Golden State, like that first year, I think, right? That wasn't the 2016 year. No, that was the 2016 year. Yeah, I don't know. At that time I was really working in the dispensary world, so I think I kind of stepped away from shoes just a little bit. I had seen glimpses of the Kyrie 1, but I hadn't been back into getting shoes. I think I was taking a break at that time. I had a lot of shoes already, and I was downsizing my collection, which was like a heavy Adidas collection. With shoes too, with Nikes too. But I had like way more Adidas at that time. So that Kyrie 1 to 2 year, I wasn't on shoes like crazy. I don't even know how many pickups I had. I don't know if I had too many pickups because, like I said, I had so many shoes already. I didn't need to really buy anything new. I was seeded some shoes, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, I just never really got into the Kyrie 2. So when I seen the Krispy Kreme, I was like, okay, that's cool, but yeah, okay. The 3 drove me back in. Then I seen the 1 again. I seen LeBron wear that deceptive red. Kyrie 1, I'm like, oh, them things is actually super hard. What the heck? And then here we go. Dornbecker collab 2, man. Yeah, that's what Nike should do with Ja. They should put him in a Dornbecker collab. They should. Him, Book, they should do a Dornbecker collab for the basketball sneakers. LeBron, KD, Book, Ja, that would be dope. If they did something like that now, you know? Dang, that fire like gone, bro. Oh, I won't say it like that, but it looks like it, you know? But yeah, man, I definitely got some more stuff coming this year, bro. I got giveaways, so stay tuned for that. I definitely want to give back. 2025 will be the year I do a lot more giving back. My website's still going on, so make sure you guys check that out too. BosscoCookies.com, always in my description. I do have the Discord that I will be a lot more active in. I had to take a little break, man. The last month and a half of 2024, I had to fall back a lot. It's just a lot going on. I've been doing a lot the whole 2024, running 5 YouTube channels and Instagram and TikTok and just everything going on. I had to take a breather for myself in a sense. And I'm kind of still doing that, you know, because you can't keep running yourself around to the ground trying to do this stuff and not getting rewarded the same way in a sense, you know. Your time is money. That stuff is valuable. We're only getting older. It's about moving around a little wiser, stuff like that, and doing what makes sense. And also, you know, because of the Watch app, I was able to do that from YouTube because YouTube, along with my other real job, was like, you know, all together doing stuff. But the Watch app really came and just like made me be able to chill and not have to stress for a minute. And that's just sucking that they're trying to take that away, bro. That thing right there, that Watch app was changing people's situations, bro. I just leave it at that. Do your own research, and they want to get rid of it because it was changing too many people's situations. You know what I mean? They got tired of seeing some of the stuff they seen. I get it, but no. Internet money is fun. If you can do it right, internet money is fun, bro. Internet money can be. I'm not even doing it on a scale like you see a lot of people out there, but internet money it can be fun, man. If you can crack the code to get something to work for you, and that's the thing about the internet. Anything can work for anybody. You just gotta know what you're trying to do. Oscar, what's going on? We definitely gonna stay safe. I appreciate that. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for all your support throughout the time of this YouTube channel. I really do appreciate that. As you're tuning in right now, the fire looks a little turned down. It don't seem too crazy. We were here earlier. It was definitely a lot more going on. But they're starting to take care of that hillside, so it's I'm zoomed in, so it might look closer than I am. But I'm also saying it's because if you're tuning in right now, it would look like I'm just trying to really capitalize because it don't look like nothing. You know what I mean? But earlier it was a lot more going on. It looked a little bit more crazier. But right now they've been able to tune it down, which is cool. Hopefully it continues up, you know. How did you learn to sell through Amazon FBA? You know, let's see. How did I stumble up on that, bro? That's a good question because I'm trying to think of like how did I stumble up on it, you know? Me always trying to find ways of making some money, always trying to find ways of doing stuff. Cause I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like I'm gonna be cool. I'm gonna hold it together. You know, my life growing up, man. I thought professional sports was it for me, and then I'm not gonna lie. You know, life didn't change for me, but it changed for somebody close to me. And because that person was close to me, it changed for me a little bit too. And I got promised some things and stuff like that. And so my focus was sports. And then after that, it was just that. I never really had a super trade. I didn't go to college for, well, yes, I did. All right. I went to college a couple years for TV radio broadcasting, which is actually what I'm using now. So I'm using the major that I went to school for, even though it was junior college. But I didn't develop any trades that have longevity. Like I didn't go to school for doctoring or lawyer or electrician, any of the major things. So I don't have any crazy skill to have a career, a job that had a career if it wasn't sports. So, you know, I always was trying to find ways of making extra money. So after my mom passed, before she passed, I was doing the whole dispensary thing, so it was cool. But then after that happened, I lost my business and my mom in the same week, like 2 days after each other. So I went to start working at the 99-cent store graveyard because I had insomnia. I couldn't sleep. And as I'm there at route at 99-cent store stocking the shelves at like, what was it? My shift started at 8 p.m. I got off at 6 in the morning. Every day I was doing that. And then I was looking on YouTube at just different things. And I don't know which video I saw, but I seen somebody talking about going to Goodwill and a Dollar Tree and flipping profit. I'm like, what? I'm at a 99-cent store. You know, I see now. I'm like, okay. So then I'm a person that when I see something I'm interested in, I do all my research and look at a bunch of videos about it. So as you know, these algorithms, they feed you the stuff you're looking for. So I start getting the stuff I want to see, and I seen, you know, I was like, let me go see the Goodwill. Went to Goodwill, I found a couple of things. I looked them up on eBay. I was like, oh wow, really? And once I started doing just the eBay stuff, a couple of videos will pop up about Amazon FBA, and how Amazon is a way bigger market than eBay, because it really is. So I'm like, how do you do that? Type that in, how do you do Amazon FBA? And I remember seeing this guy, his name was like LeVar something. I can't remember his last name. But it was a black guy on YouTube that did FBA. I think he lived like in North Carolina or something like that. But he was talking about doing it. He was actually showing step by step of what he was doing. He was also doing DoorDash at the same time, or not DoorDash, but whatever one it was in his area where you go ahead and get groceries for people. He was doing that along with the Amazon FBA, and I was just seeing how he was using the app and scanning, and I seen, I'm like, man, I got these same things around me. Like, let me see if I can get into this, because I'm trying to find something that I can do that can make me, you know, money, like everything else. You know, we're trying to find something that can make money, so you plug away at stuff. Even the YouTube stuff, like I started it off as a passion because I love sneakers, but it's also a business, you know. But then when that's not doing what when you're doing, algorithms are switching up and all this stuff, you got to find more ways to make it happen. So I'm starting YouTube. When I start working at 99-cent store, those things are slow because of course you got to get monetized first. Then I seen the resale stuff, and I noticed I was making a couple dollars here and there doing that and reselling stuff on eBay. Then I started hearing about the Amazon, so I remember finding out all the details on how to do that, and then just using one of my checks to kind of get me FBA approved. That sounds funny. FBA, Amazon FBA approved. Like pay your $40 to sell on Amazon. Then you got to get your Prime to sell on Amazon, and then from that on, it was a wrap. I'm like, I just started going to Dollar Trees. Not 99-cent store, because you're gated in a lot of stuff at the 99-cent store, but at the Dollar Tree you can get books and make profit, and then at Goodwill you can go there and get books and make profit. That's how I started off, was selling books, like real books, you know, and then so on and so forth. Once I realized you can upgrade and go to bigger things, that's what I did, man. So it was really kind of just me trying to find more ways to make some money. And I had already been doing eBay, and I was getting tired of eBay, so I looked for another option and found upon LeVar, not LeVar Ball, but LeVar Aviance or something like that was his name. It was like a weird last name, but yeah, I seen he was making money and doing it. I'm like, that's cool. I'm gonna go ahead and go all in with that, you know. And that comes with trials and tribulations. Whenever you're doing anything for the first time, and there is information out there for you to have, right, or to get to learn how to do it better. But you still got to go through the trials and tribulations. So I took a lot of L's too on stuff. I was selling like a lot of books, but was wondering why every time I had a sale, I was negative money. Like, I'm selling this to make a profit. How I keep making it negative? But then you had to worry about the FBA fees and all these other things that go into it. And then you learn that. I learned that on the fly. So I was losing. I would lose money more than I made money, but I would make some money to make it seem like I was losing money, but I was making some money. But it was like it seemed like I was losing more than I was making, because I think I was. But the fact that I knew that there was some sales that I was making money. Like, for example, I would sell like 10, 15 books and be like a negative 30, 40 bucks. But then I'll sell one other item that'll put me up $25, $30. So that was what helped me still continue to do it while I was losing money, because I'm like, what the hell's going on? What am I not figuring out? And the fact that the book prices was like pennies on a dollar, especially from Goodwill, it wasn't it wasn't like I was losing money putting out to it. Then I realized, oh, you have to, yeah, the price might be $1.50. You can make, or the standard price is going for might be $3.49. But there's Amazon processing fees, which now you're negative $4 or $5, $6, $7, $10 on the processing fees because you're selling it at market when I should have had it higher to make my percentages and just wait for it to sell. But I was new, so I was jumping in and putting everything at the lowest price that I seen it for, not knowing that, oh, I'm FBA, I can actually put mine a little higher because it's a prime shipping. So it's like a lot of things you gotta learn on the fly if you don't, because at the time people didn't make a lot of videos breaking it down like there are now. There's so many different videos out there. Okay, now see, why is that kicking back up? It was just kind of cool right there and looking kind of dimmer. Now it's kind of kicking up again. Andrew, I definitely will. I appreciate that, bro. Okay, now it's weird. It's like there, but then it's not. Yeah, but FBA is a good move, man. You know, and for 2025, I see myself. Now that the watch app is gone, I'm going to use some of that to get my FBA going even more, because FBA right now, like, I'm able to sell, I sell a good amount of, I can sell other categories than just shoes and apparel. Like, I did get approved to sell food and some beauty, but I'm definitely trying to just continue on that and get ungated in more categories, because I want to get categories which I do have, but I haven't dove into them like I want to, like I will be, because shoes and clothes is great, and people do still buy shoes and clothes because Amazon's the biggest market. So where some people are affected, other people aren't. So people are always on Amazon because it's worldwide. But I'm definitely going to dip way more into things that people need as opposed to what people might want as a luxury, because shoes and clothes now are going to become more of a luxury as things go on in 2025 with all the stuff happening, and that's going to happen. It just seems like 2025 is going to be a very crazy year. A lot of eye-opening things is going to be here and changing, and they're trying to stop different jobs. And with things happening, bro, you have to have an internet. Like, it's all going that way. It slowly but surely seems like that. Like, you're gonna have to get some type of presence online to be able to continue to make money, or either have a skill to where you can work online to make money, whether it's typing or any of that stuff, which I definitely need to brush up on my typing skills, because my typing skills ain't the best. But like, I be trying to tell people around me, like, let's get into this content stuff, because the iron's hot right now, and these platforms are really making people different situations, man. And it's like they're talking about in so many different ways the change of guard, the change of wealth, the change of money, and that's a real like thing. Like, there's these opportunities out here that's not the standard old-fashioned way of doing it, And the internet is the main thing of it now. Of course, they say the internet can shut down, blah blah blah. I get that. Anything can happen. I totally get that. But while they're still giving you the opportunity to get the green to then turn it into other type of currency or other type of investments, it's the time to do it. And you'd be surprised on the people who blow up on what they blow up on, man. You guys don't have to be worried about the cameras all the time. If you got some good solid content, you can get what you got to get across, and it will reach the right audience. I feel like everybody has their million. You have at least 1 million people in this world, all over the world. You got to think about everybody in the entire world. There's at least 1 million people out there that think like you or have similar interest in you, that would be interested in what you're doing. You just got to be comfortable enough to display that. And I'm trying to get more comfortable with displaying that. I would love to be able to have more characters in my, not characters, but people. I mean, you have people that are low-key characters because it's like your own show. And it's not just about doing vlogs, it's just doing anything, This stuff out here is different, man. It really is. I just wish I was able to get enough people on journey with me with this watch app, but everybody's so nervous and so shy and so, it's so annoying, bro. Like, okay, go ahead. It's cool. Oh, that's dope. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna. That's the one thing I was asking my girl about today. if there's any donation centers in my area. One thing I saw in the news, they were saying that a lot of the donation places that are closer to the fires are not accepting any more donations. They're only accepting like food, not even necessarily clothing. Because they said they had a lot, but more so like food, and then donate to this and that. Those type of things. I want to be somebody to touch the ground. I don't want to just give. There's nothing wrong with it, but with the way things are going in this world, it's kind of hard to just say I'm gonna go ahead and just donate to the Red Cross. Like, not saying not to do that, but like, is that really going directly to the fire? Like right now, So donating to the people who are affected by stuff makes sense because they're obviously gonna need what you have for them. So I'd rather go to a donation center and drop some stuff off. So if there's more around, I got shoes and clothes to go. I'm ready. I was thinking about going to the Goodwill right by my spot, but I feel like Goodwill's just gonna take that and sell it. They're not gonna. I just what I feel like they're gonna do now. Maybe the Salvation Army might be a better bet to go ahead and drop stuff off to. It's fast and furious out here, man. But I definitely want to do some donating for sure. I definitely want to do some. I got some shoes, men's pairs, women's pairs, kids pairs that I can just donate. And I do got a good amount of stuff to do for my giveaways that we're gonna bring in 2025. John T, I know, right? I'm like, oh my God, I've already kind of honestly been set with if it happened, it happened, bro. Dead ass. I've already had that thought process, but I'm a little ways. I don't think we're gonna have to face that. I'm in the process now of getting rid of the collection, low key. I haven't really posted anything, but there are some things like on my website and my card from my collection that is on there now. And I'm just gonna get some more time to post more stuff. I think this week, if the Lord bless, if everything go good, I'll be really getting to it. This week, Really trying to get to it. Trying to save whatever collection, and I'm gonna keep a few things and then get rid of other things, Oh, you're 20. Oh, I didn't know that, bro. I hope everything works out for you, man, with that eating fire. I think it's crazy, bro. I understand that air quality gotta be crazy over there too. John T, I really appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. Same to you too. And I am zoomed in, so it's a little distance away. But it is still something to concern. We've never seen a fire like that, like this in general, was already been burnt, and then for us to be able to see it just looks kind of wild, This looks kind of wild, man. Luckily, the weather is cooperating right now. It's not super windy. I don't see the trees moving at all, but they're saying it's like in the single digits of the wind blowing, so that helps out. But they say on Tuesday, Wednesday, Wednesday, they say the winds will be picking up again around 20 to 25 miles an hour. Who knows where a fire will be at that time? Hopefully by that time they can get this thing out. Hopefully they can. That's what we need, Yeah, you can't even walk around in the hood. Toxic fumes, yeah, you definitely can't, bro. The fumes that are landing on us, because they go up and come down, that stuff is hazardous to breathe in. Definitely got to get your mask back out. Close the windows in the home. If you can get the humidifiers, do that. I know a lot of people have been buying them up. Humidifiers is like an all-time high right now. So definitely go ahead and grab those if you can to keep your air quality as clean as possible in your home. Yeah, N95s inside, yeah. And that's the crazy part about it, to where we got to a point where we have to wear the mask inside now. Because with the last thing with the mask, you know, that was only really required for outdoors, or unless you had somebody in the home that was sick and you want to do that. But for now, it's like required to wear them in the home too, man. That's the part that's crazy. Cause it's like a slow kill. It's like a slow thing. You might not, you know, you might just think it's a little here and there. Oh, the smell's very faint, but you breathe enough of that in, and it definitely gets inside. You know, but we're gonna pull through and be strong for this stuff. You know, that's all we can do, man. Definitely appreciate the people who did come by and say what's up on the stream. We're not out the woods yet. Fires haven't been contained. You're right. 36% and stuff like that. That's crazy. That's a low number. That's nowhere near 50%. But I'm like, with no winds and stuff, how y'all not able to, you know, I'm not in there, so I don't know, but I'm like, how you not able to, with the winds being down like this right now? And the one that we're looking at right now, which is the Palisades, like there's reservoirs over there. Like, I mean, they're getting to it, so I'm not saying they're not doing the job. It just like, man, come on, let's get this together. Yeah, to see Palisades gone like that, that's crazy. I mean, on the surface level and everything, that stuff is horrible and very sad for everybody who lost their lives or lost their things over there. That is unprecedented. That's crazy. You know, it's sad and disheartening. You know, one thing that's annoying. Like, okay, it seems like this little orange stuff is coming back a little bit over there. Like, what's going on? What's going on? That was like looking like chill before. Now it's looking like it's a little there. Um, yeah, man. Yeah, that stuff is crazy, bro. I hear you, Eric. It's unfortunate, man. This stuff is crazy, you know. I don't want to keep saying crazy, but it is. Like, this is just wild. It's different. It is different. I see them moving back over here to this side to go try to, because this little thing right here, they feel like, I think they might be, I'm sure they're still working on that, but it seems like they're going back over here now. You can see 3 helicopters right there making drops. I just pray for the people over there working that put this fire out. I hope them helicopters don't crash into each other or anything like that. We don't need nothing like that to happen while they're in the midst of doing this stuff. You know what I mean? God bless everyone, bro. This stuff is something else, man. I don't know where to go. There we go. Hey, you right about that? Same thing. Same thing, bro. Same thing. Just in case. Just in case. Mm-mm-mm. I do appreciate everybody who has been coming by here though and chilling out with me during the stream. Yeah, I do. I do have stuff already in the car. I do. I definitely do. I will be. I will be putting some more stuff in there too. I want to just come here for a little bit and go live with everybody for a little bit to say what's good, check in with y'all. Uh, and I hear a dog barking too. A lot of people have been showing that the wildlife has been making their way down to the cities. Coyotes, mountain lions, you know, different type of birds, donkeys and stuff like that. All kinds of animals being, you know, moved around, which is also a very sad thing too, especially the wildlife. Like, that sucks, man. And then when you see the mountain lions and stuff, they're trying to just find something to eat and stuff. You know what I mean? And now they over here moving into the city because they got forced out from the fires. That stuff is crazy too. Dang, yeah, that's crazy. What do you want from that? Yeah, That is crazy, bro. That right there, the call nobody wants to have to make or get or talk about, you know? This right here is crazy, though. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna chill out for a little bit. I don't want to leave my girl in there too long. I don't want her to get nervous. Then I also gotta maybe grab a couple of things to put in the car, and then charge my phone, man. But you all have a great night. Be safe and keep in touch, man. I will do the same. Deuces.